Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the Chinese Cartoon Podcast on Sunday. I think it's the 5th of November. Yes, it is. Obviously, it's 5th of November. It's Guy Fawkes Night.
Don't forget to set
Britain's
your time
traditional holiday of burning a Catholic. Yeah, today we're going to talk about what we dislike about modern anime, because then we can do another episode sometime about what we dislike about old anime. And that'll be fun.
It's
Stretch
old.
this topic out.
Yeah, dude.
It looks like
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. I'll just kill myself now. But first, I should probably introduce everyone. I'll introduce myself first, because I'm the best. I'm Dave, otherwise known as Baby Dave 371, or Goatius Maximus, depending on where on the internet you find me. My other hosts include Ringo,
Hey.
Faust,
What's up?
Flame,
Hello.
and Al.
Ayo.
And first up, we're going to have a little chit-chat about what we've been watching over the past 2 weeks. So let's start with Ringo.
I saw Heaven's Feel on a Friday.
All right.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking cool.
Sold out looking cathedral. It's I really liked it.
But you do like Fate.
I like it. I like it on slightly higher than a surface level. I like the visual novel, and I like most of the anime, but I don't go fucking like bonkers like some people do.
Yeah,
Like,
we
there
wouldn't
were-
go crazy enough to record a 3-hour podcast about it. or
There were
anything,
two
but-
No.
lines.
Kill me now.
There were two lines.
I had to edit that thing.
There were two lines to get into the building. One for if you had a ticket and you were just going to go sit down or get a drink, whatever. And then there was a line for if you're going to get merchandise. And that line was all the way down the block. And I was like, fuck that.
What do they sell?
Fucking hell.
They were selling like posters and I think some clothes,
And
figurines.
owner holes and
But it was like ridiculous. I was like, fuck that. No. So I just went.
They didn't
and
hand
sat
out any
down.
posters?
No.
Did you not want your saber Dakimura? Mura, whatever it is.
Dakimakura?
They gave me like.
That's the one.
They gave me a package of like note cards or something that has pictures and stuff on it. I
Wow.
was like, great.
Was it
thanks.
was it wrapped in brown paper with like no markings on it, so you can't identify?
It just says Fate in Sharpie on it.
But it's pretty good. It is so fucking raw. Like those fight scenes, shit. Oh god, like intestines falling out and stuff. It was glorious.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great.
Fun.
Like bodies like getting like you get punched in the
Oh,
stomach
yeah,
and it's just
I
like.
guess.
It was dope.
So they took a page out
We'll
of
see it.
the Monogatari handbook?
What?
They took a page out of Monogatari's handbook?
Yes. Without the weird like orange tint to everything.
How much of the film was them standing around talking?
So there was a lot of that, and there was.
That's funny because the beginning of Heaven's Feel is pretty fast paced as far as
And they
the rest of the roots
As
go.
far as Fate goes, which means it's
yeah,
slow as
as
shit.
far
So
as the Fate visual novel goes.
Without spoiling anything, they spent like the first 10 minutes doing like material, like a backstory, like to give you like why
God.
fucking Shinji hates what's his face, Shiro's guts and stuff like that. But then they skip.
If you go to see this film, why do you need that?
Yeah, no, really. This is like as sequely as it gets.
That's what's weird about it because they set that up, and then preceding that, all the events leading up to him getting his servant and stuff, they skip over like a flashback scene with the credits rolling. Like they skip the first.
Well,
like,
I mean, I guess that makes
hour
sense
of
because,
content.
like, as far as the visual novel goes, it's the prologue is the same. The
Yeah.
branch off point is like kind of late for Heaven's Feel too, if I'm remembering right. But it's the same as you could just watch the prologue from UBW and it'd be the same pretty much.
Yeah, I think they literally reused Unlimited Blade Works footage for that little montage scene.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
So if they spend so much time talking, where does the film end?
They ended on day 8 of the visual novel, which is him coming
Huh.
back without spoiling
That's
anything.
pretty
Wait, so
far.
it's not even the full story.
No,
No,
it's-
this
it's
is they're
way
doing
too
the
fucking
Kesey
long.
thing. It's 3 movies.
Oh, for God's
But
sake.
this one actually needs to be 3 movies. It's not like The Hobbit where they're just going to stretch it out for money. It's like there's a
Okay.
decent amount of material.
Yeah, it's a long arc for sure.
It's like the Lord of the Rings.
But yeah, I would say go see it. It's gorgeous. It's fucking gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Can't comment on the sound because it was a really crap 2-speaker heavy bass setup in an old timey looking theater, so that part wasn't very great.
Cool.
Yeah,
That all?
8 out of 10.
Okay. Well, Faust, do you see anything?
Couple of episodes, fuck, what did you want us to call it again? B3 and B?
B 3B&B, I think you'll
3B and
find.
B. Sorry. Totally.
I don't remember that joke. I don't remember the context for that. Oh well.
Well, cause
It wasn't a joke, I just didn't want
Yeah.
to say Blood, Battlefront, Blockade,
Oh,
and
that's
Beyond
right.
Yeah.
every time.
long fucking name.
Why not? It rolls off the tongue.
It's good. Chain is definitely best girl of the season so far.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't have anything else to say about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been watching it. I like it. I like that they're going and doing an episode on everyone, just kind of... Because the first series didn't have time to do that, really.
no, not
So
really.
it was going at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. So it's nice to kind of get a little bit of kind of characterization to all the side characters. Like Chain was barely in the first series.
Yeah. Which was a
So it's
shame.
kind of cool to get. Yeah, because she is really shone in kind of those. What's episode 3 and 4?
Yeah.
Because the latest episode was around the butler guy, and that was pretty dope too.
Wait, sorry, which guy?
The butler,
Oh,
the
yeah,
bandages.
right.
Oh, of course, Bandage Butler.
Yeah.
Yeah, bandage. I think you'll find he's a combat butler
Yes.
actually,
Ah,
but
of course.
His name is Hayate.
At least he's not a lolly.
we'll get on. To
Yeah, I
those
guess we
later.
will,
Yeah.
won't we?
I forgot to add one thing real quick. I went to the film as a Rin fan, but after leaving it,
Oh
I'm on the fence.
boy.
I'm on the fence.
Boy.
What? For Saber?
You can't see
No.
me. You can't see me
So-
rolling my eyes, but I'm doing it.
Sakura was super cute.
Nah.
I'm sorry.
I'm not
on the
into
fence now.
bestiality.
Okay, continue.
Have to stop myself from casually dropping a big Heaven's Feel spoiler.
Shh, I haven't played the whole.
Well, I guess
route
Fate
yet.
Zero spoils it too, but
Yeah. It really fucking spoils it.
yeah, that's right. Anyway,
Anything else, Faust?
No.
You've literally watched nothing else.
Yeah.
sounds like my
Oh.
section.
I have watched some wrestling, but I doubt
Oh.
anybody cares besides Flame, so
Yeah. Moving on. Flame, what have you watched?
I watched a couple episodes of Blood Blockade Battlefront first season.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoa.
Probably dropped it because it's
Oh.
garbage.
No.
Oh,
No, it's not.
Fuck you,
yes, it
Flames.
Fuck you, by the way.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
What's wrong with it?
It's like Kill la Kill meets Bakano minus everything that makes those shows good.
What the fuck are you on
The world
about?
building is fucking. It annoyed the hell out of me. How it was like, oh, as you already know, all this stupid shit happened.
Dude, that's
'Cause,
cool.
I mean, of course they know.
That's
because
literally introducing the world.
it introduces the world in a shitty way. They could just put that. It's like a news broadcast. Why the fuck would that be a news broadcast?
Dude, I love those
Because
that
the
exposition,
fucking
dude.
world is absurd.
It's
Just
literally what,
put
like
it before
30
the
seconds.
shows. No, it was like the first 5
Well,
minutes of
don't
the
they-
fucking show.
I mean, don't they start it off with him getting the eyes?
The
It's been a fucking long
MC.
time
He
since I
chases
watched
the monkey
it.
for the whole first episode, I think.
MC is some shit little siscon.
No, he isn't.
No, it
Yes,
fucking
he
isn't.
is. He's like, oh, I love my sister so much.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I'm
'cause
sorry.
he's her fucking
There are
sibling.
reasons for that. Yeah.
This has turned into a shit show already, huh?
And also, like, the fact he feels so guilty.
Oh, such a great character. Just it's fucking stupid. But
It really isn't.
yes, it is.
No, it fucking
It really
isn't.
isn't.
It's got this weird thing where it's trying to be funny or some shit, but it's not.
Has this thing where it's trying to be funny.
Yeah, but
But it
it's
is
not.
funny.
It's not a particularly. The action scenes aren't particularly interesting. It's
What?
Oh yeah, dude. My Bones action is not good looking. Yeah, Dad.
well, it doesn't matter if
That-
it's
that-
good looking. It's not interesting. The fight scenes in fucking Unlimited
it
Blade
is.
Works were good looking. They
Oh,
weren't that
God.
interesting.
Yeah.
Cough, Ruby,
Did we watch a
cough.
different show to you?
Is it
'Cause
called
I'm now
3B?
really confused. Nah, it's called Kekai Sensen, mate. It's called Kekai Sensen.
I should have watched Kekai Sensen.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah,
Show. Remember
that was your problem.
Let's see what else I watched. So after that, I decided to finish watching Attack on Titan season 2.
Oh, why
I was
would
like,
you do that
oh.
to yourself?
I was like, oh, this is what a good action show's like.
What? Season 2 is garbage.
Season
It was
2's
absolute
way better
crap.
than fucking Blood
What?
Blockade Battlefront.
Yikes.
Oh, that fun
Nah,
action of
fuck you,
maybe
Flame.
10 seconds of animation, then just still shot, still shot, still shot, still shot. That's really great. And then the rest of the episode looks like shit.
Well, it was
It's
at least
CGI
fucking
horses.
interesting.
Was it
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
Literally
was.
nothing happened.
was it more
We
interesting
literally
than
nothing
Redline?
happened.
I've been waiting to hate on season 2. I haven't
Yes.
watched it yet.
Season 2 is awful. It's literally just like
Yeah.
herpied up, and now there's a giant monkey.
I'm excited to hate watch it. I haven't done it yet though.
That's all that happens is there's a giant monkey, and know this person's a Titan.
Oh, that's all that happens. You find out more people are Titans, and there's a new one.
Well, we did
That's
that one
nothing.
scene where the guy opens up the door and now it's a meme.
Oh yeah, great.
Yep.
He opens the door. You
'Cause, you know,
still don't get to see what's behind it.
Memes.
What a great series. It was god awful. It really was.
Nah, it was pretty good actually.
Wrong.
Let's see. I rewatched Mononoke for Halloween.
Oh,
Nobody has seen
Alright.
that show.
Yeah, nobody watches that show.
I really like it. It's a good one. And I started watching Princess Principal because it's been on my
Okay.
thing since
That was
last
garbage
season.
as well.
It's
How are you
pretty
liking
good
it so
too.
far?
I
I'm
heard
only
it's
on like
pretty good.
episode
Did
6.
people like that
Yeah.
show? I heard about it, but I haven't heard about it since it
it's
stopped
got
airing.
the
So.
Digibro seal of approval.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Didn't
it's
everyone hate
supposed.
the ending though?
Yeah, it's supposed to have. It's kind of like their last show, Flip Flappers, where it apparently just goes to shit towards the end.
Also, flip floppers. It's another flip flopper.
That's a good one. When have you used that?
Yeah, I kind of watched the first episode of Princess Principal and went, "There's no reason for these to be children. Why can't we have adults?"
Well, we'll get to that too.
And then this is also really boring. Dropped.
You have an interesting idea of what is and is not boring.
It's like a bad version of 0091, which is the
What?
basically Cold War 60s spy thriller thing from like 2008. It's pretty cool. But no one watched. I think it got fan sub like 5 years later or something.
Well, there's probably a good reason for that.
It's by Ishinomori, same guy as Cyborg 009.
Fucking god. The reason he knows because there's numbers in the title.
No, that's why everyone was confused because everyone thought it was part of Cyborg 009 because he called it 0091.
Yeah,
Wouldn't they
it's a
think it was
sequel.
one of the Gundam OVAs then?
It's unconnected. What?
Wouldn't they think it's one of the Gundam OVAs then?
No, because that's 008. No.
Three
It's just,
numbers.
Where does 007 fit into this?
Oh, that's the
009 is
prequel
kind of-
to 0079.
Damn it. Oh.
don't do that. We'll get copyright strikes.
Shitty
Whoa.
jokes.
It's only less than a second.
I'll be here all week.
Have you seen anything else then, Flame?
Aside from airing shows, no.
Okay. Al, you've seen nothing.
Yeah, I
apparently.
don't really watch anime. I watched
was a mistake.
an episode or two of Osamatsu, second season. Solid.
The 3 people watching that really like.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm shocked. Already the viewership is like nobody in the discussion threads. Like not
Well,
even.
the thing is, it's huge in Japan.
I know, it's
it was the
weird.
biggest show. What came out 2015
Yeah.
first season? It was the biggest show that year.
yeah, it was crazy.
That and Lupin the Third, and that were like the 2 biggest shows in Japan.
But,
It was stupidly big
I
in
know,
Japan.
and it's a good show. Like it's one of my favorites. But
It's
No-
great.
nobody
but no
watches
one
it.
watches it because it looks different
yeah, I don't know.
and it's episodical.
And because
Episodical.
it's not that funny.
Yeah,
Shut up, we
fuck
know
off.
your taste in garbage, Flame.
Regarding Lupin the Third, do you have to watch all the others to know what the
No,
fuck's going
So
on?
you have to watch
No, I
Lupin
don't.
1, then Lupin 2, and then you can get to the third.
Okay.
It's all episodical. Basically, I mean, the newest one kind of has an overarching story. So, but that doesn't kind of bear on
the
any
new
other part.
one, the third one, looks dope.
What, the pink jacket?
Pink jacket.
What jacket is he wearing in it?
Yeah, that's how
Do you
can.
mean the
that's
one
how you
that came out in
determine,
2015?
Oh, I just know that I
Yeah,
saw clips
Lupin
of the third one,
2015.
and it makes me want to watch it.
Wait, I'll chose to pick, and we'll see if it's the same one.
But yeah, Osomatsu 2 is good.
Ringo, do you mean the 2015 one?
God damn.
Yeah. Because that's part 4. But technically part 5 because there's Fujiko Mine.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And Fujiko Mine is great. I've still got to finish that.
I still finished it too.
But
yeah.
Here we go.
I started the Sangatsu no Lion like yesterday. Fine so far. The comedy's stupid, but otherwise
Yes, it is.
solid. I think that's it. I don't really watch anime.
I hated that so much.
Yeah, the comedy was super, super jarring, honestly.
It's this fucking
Yeah.
show about this guy who's just cripplingly depressed, and like, oh, talking cats.
Yeah, it's like I normally don't complain about like chibi comedy and like weird asides and stuff like that, but like I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of dropped it because of that. Same thing with Yuri on Ice. They kind of both had that same problem of weird tonal shifts.
Being gay.
So I don't mind.
Got
I like
it.
gay things, but
Something else I did do last week. I read the ping pong manga. Super good.
Is the art style the same as the anime?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to compare it, but it is actually just the anime uses the exact same art style. Like, there's a couple panels that look
That's unfortunate.
like they even, because in the anime they have kind of like a manga panel thing going on in some of the scenes, where they'll cut between a bunch of moments in like a tournament or something, and they'll each have it in like a kind of a panel thing, and some of those just look like the manga panels. I was super impressed. They added.
I just assumed that was Yuasa being Yuasa.
Yeah,
but...
I know. Well, he did a great job with the art style. I see why he wanted to make it, because it is totally like something that he would make. So,
You mean
visually
shit?
at least. Yeah. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I was gonna say
Fuck
something
you
else
all,
about it.
I'm leaving.
I don't remember now.
Oh, thank God for
I'm
that.
off the cast.
It was nice comparing the two. I've been meaning to write something about it, but I can't be bothered to write things. So,
Right?
yeah,
Gross.
that's pretty much it. I don't really watch anime. It's kind of lame.
Cool. Well, I watched a couple of movies because I do that sort of thing. The first of these was Crusher Joe. It's from 1983.
Yeah, dude. Ashita no Joe's brother.
No, not at all. Wait, I'm just gonna post a GIF that you'll really enjoy. So it is.
Looks old.
It is from 1983, but it's by Yaz, the character designer on Gundam.
There's like 2 frames of animation in this GIF.
What are you talking about? It's them
Is that
boogieing.
the,
Look at that butt wiggling.
The sweater.
Look at that tit just hanging
Is
out.
that the
Yeah.
sweater thing that everyone's been like? The sweater with,
I don't know.
with the back opening thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
dude,
this is
they
a Virgin Killer
invented
sweater?
That thing.
But basically, it's proto Cowboy Bebop. It kind of has the same cast, you know, the hero dude, the spike dude. You got the gal, you got the old grizzled vet, and you got the kid. It's also funkylicious, as you can see.
Yeah, this is great.
I might post links to the dancing gif in the
Is
description.
the whole show
But-
in like a disco light looking setting?
No, this is all from the same scene. Basically,
The whole
it
show,
does
it's
have
a
the greatest
disco.
disco. It does have the greatest disco scene ever. But
Yeah.
basically, Crusher Joe, they're essentially guns for hire. But they get into a bit of a conspiracy thing going on. And then lots of action happens, ends up with a big fight at the end, you know. Standard space like stuff happens.
Standard space things.
I mean, it's not the most complex of narratives, but it kind of was the prototype for them going forwards, because this immediately came out. This came out, what, like 4 years after the original Star Wars?
How close to
Oh,
the
yeah.
uncomplexity of Redline is it?
It's more
Yeah,
complex
out
than
of,
Redline.
One red line out of 5s.
Oh,
It's
okay.
which what's the top and what's the bottom of that scale?
I have no idea.
5 red
the
lines
bottom.
is actual plot, 1 red line is just red line.
Okay,
Red line
it's
plus
a,
5.
I'd say it's about a 3.
But would five red lines
Oh, no,
be better than
it's a
Phantom
2.5.
Menace or not?
Well,
Well,
1 red line is better than
Phantom
Would it be?
Menace.
I don't know. How would you tell?
A Phantom Menace is roughly 1.2 red lines.
Oh, okay.
Nah, it's like maybe
I knew there was a
0.6
conversion.
red lines.
There's a conversion scale.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
what?
I,
Well, I suppose it is more complex.
I bet you don't like
Oh.
sand.
I
No,
hate
no, that was
It's
episode
coarse
2.
and it gets everywhere, dude.
It is more complex than Red Line, to be fair. All those trade disputes.
Yeah.
Very, you know, all that
Negotiations were
complexity.
short.
Yeah.
They were.
Say
Anyway,
what you want
Crusher
about the
Joe.
prequels. They have the fucking best quotes.
Shout out to prequel memes. On
Prequel
Reddit.
memes is great.
Fuck prequel memes. And fuck sequel memes.
Just like EU4, they get everywhere. Because you go anywhere on like news or Ask Reddit, and prequel memes and EU4 will turn up at some point. Anyway, Crusher Joe, it's pretty funky-licious. The famous disco scene. Basically, they get pissed off, get really drunk, and go to a disco, and then have a massive fight and break
Sounds
everything.
like my Friday night.
It's
You'd fit right
It's
in
a re-
Scotland.
it's a really fun film, and I think more people should watch it because it's great. It's not the best film in the world, but you know, a good little romp, and it is quite long though. It's like 2 hours 16 minutes, but the animation throughout is fantastic. All the boog. I'm just lost on his tank top, booging away with his leather trousers. Sorry.
Oh.
It's beautiful. I also watched the Golgo 13 movie, also from 1983. Directed by, you're just posting memes. This is unacceptable.
Prequel memes.
But it was directed by Osamu Dezaki. So Golgo 13 is the longest running in terms of time manga ever,
Wow.
and it's aimed at like 50-year-olds. It's about a guy with.
More in that Detective Conan thing?
Oh yeah, well it's been going since like 1967.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Something like this, like early 70s, late 60s. It's like going on forever. It's basically about a guy with like no emotions and no facial expressions, killing people and just having sex.
Is it Kirito?
That's all he does. Like, it's more like James Bond, but if James Bond had no personality
Like
and
Dan-
you never found
Oh,
out
so
his
James Bond.
motives or anything.
Daniel Craig James Bond or like
Yeah, no, that's
Daniel
what he
Craig
said. No
James Bond.
personality.
But even less personality, because the whole point is you don't know his real name, you don't know his real age, you don't know where he's from, you never know what he's thinking or why he does
my
anything.
favorite thing about a protagonist is not knowing anything about them. That's what really does it for me, dude.
Yeah, it's weird. Okay, it is weird, but it kind of works because like a true Golgo fan you could show him like a floor plan of a building, and they could tell you how he would move through that building because you know exactly what he does in exquisite detail. You just don't know why he does it.
so he's like Gordon Freeman.
I've never played those games, so I don't know.
13 is
Oh.
is the Half-Life of anime.
The Morgan
So anyway,
Freeman of anime.
You know, yeah, I was
Was
about to
that
make a
what you
dumb
were gonna
Morgan
say?
Freeman joke, but yeah, it wouldn't have worked.
So anyway, this film, it's interesting. It's also the first film to ever use first animated film ever to use CG in it across the world, and it looks awful,
Wow.
but it was 1983, so.
Oh, so it looks like
but, yeah,
CG
the film-
today.
Oh no! Wait, I'll find an image. I'll find something for you.
Does it look as bad as Tron?
CG Jeff
it-
Bridges?
it's-
Are we talking about the Tron remake?
No, the original.
Oh, okay.
Like,
There's a
Try to
picture
put
for
them-
you. It's pretty bad.
oh
that's
wow,
cool.
no, yeah, Tron. No, yeah, Tron looks a lot better than that.
Yeah, but again, one of the first films ever to use it. I think it's the 8th film ever to use CG.
Whoa.
So I mean, you can't be too harsh.
Yeah, I can because it looks like shit.
Yeah, but your face looks like shit. So
Ooh,
You've never seen my
Ooh.
face.
got him.
that's what you think.
Fucking.
Oh, what did you?
All right.
Anyway, the film isn't very good. It goes on forever. Its plot is quite boring. It's generally not great. I'll be honest. I mean, I like Dezaki, but even he can only do so much with what was pretty piss poor storyline. I mean, he did some cool visual stuff because it's Dezaki, so he kind of just went a bit like with this Cobra film. He kind of just went, guys, this is a bit boring. Let's just go bananas on the visuals.
And girls.
But-
It's probably a girl
And
somewhere in
it
there.
was Japan in the 80s.
Yeah.
There were no women. It's not good. Let's move on. Okay. The only other one, which I'm going to mention briefly, is Psycho Diver. It's an OVA from 1997. All I'm going to say about it is it's Paprika, but with psychics, religious cults, pop idols, and noir.
Whoa.
So Serial Experiments Lane meets Perfect Blue?
No, it is a beautiful beast of bizarreness, and the English dub has some of the worst dub music ever. It is spectacularly bad, and somewhat of a treat to listen to. So I would highly advise anyone to go to listen to Psycho Diver dubbed music. So it is on YouTube, I think. I'll just quickly check. It is. I mean, the song wasn't good to begin with, but they made it worse. Yeah. So that's what I've been watching.
Yeah.
If we're all done, we'll move on to section 2.
Is it okay for me to wear my shoes in here?
I don't give a shit.
What we hate about the modern cartoons from Japan,
Modern
otherwise known
I view
Japanimation.
I view the word hate as like a really strong word. So we're going like balls to the wall.
Well, yeah,
What's
we
the
can go.
worst?
We can go hate. We could go anything to like minor inconvenience to slight dislike.
All right.
No. We're going to be as polemic as possible.
Oh, okay.
We're on the internet. It can only either be
That's
perfect
right. You can't have a nuanced
or
opinion on the internet.
totally just
Shit.
wrong in every
I've been
way.
doing it wrong for so long.
So, yeah, we'll be back right after this short
Yeah,
little
this
message
message
from
from
whatever
our sponsors.
whatever shitty OVA dub I find or whatever. I don't quite know what I'm going to use for this one. I might use that Psycho Diver. Just play it. And we're back from that little breaky poos. We're going to talk about what we hate now. We're going to be polemic as possible. We're going to say everything's terrible. So let's start off. Let's do a little round robin. But until people run out of stuff to say, then it'll just be me whining mainly. So let's start with Ringo. What do you hate?
What do I hate the most? I hate that there's so many fucking garbage source materials being adapted right now.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah,
Like,
that's good.
It's like, I don't want to say that the anime industry would be better if we cut down on the amount of adaptations we had every season. But there's just like seriously stuff that just floats under the radar, and it's just like, why was resources dedicated to this?
Smartphone.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that like these shows seem to like aspire to mediocrity. Like I don't know. Like it's weird. Like it's a garbage light novel, right, or whatever the source is, manga too. And then they just like make the show. The show looks like shit. No one watches it, and then you never hear about it again.
Well,
It's
so
like
they're trying to appeal to the otaku
I
demographic.
guess,
aren't
like,
they?
I mean, they're probably still selling DVDs. Some idiot in Japan is probably
It
still
like
buying
hammers
it.
home
But
the idea, like over time, that people are like, oh, this is okay, and then they get used to like garbage, and then they bring
yeah, I
more
guess.
garbage in, and they're like, oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
it's okay, it's fine, I could watch
Seasonal
it.
viewers are used to watching shit anyway, so
Elitist.
But I get that, if there's money and there's people who want to make it, it's gonna get made.
Yeah.
But they should be shot.
Some of these things people just don't seem to care about,
yeah.
but they still made it anyway. I mean, did we need My Smartphone in Another World, or whatever it's called?
Hey, I mean to get multiple waifus now, so I'll give that one a pass.
What do you have in your mouth right now?
Pizza.
Dicks.
Sorry,
Okay,
I wasn't expecting to say something, but I had to put it out there.
you just had to explode that.
It made multiple waifus fine. We're in a brave new world.
Yeah.
As did School Days, but
Yeah.
But he
Well,
dies.
you just got to choose the right waifus.
Anyway.
That's
yeah,
my biggest pet
that
peeve.
fucking sucks. You're right.
If you want to expand on it at all.
I don't know how. It's just like, I don't want them to make so many shitty anime adaptations.
Yeah, see, I don't know enough about, like, know enough about, like, the anime financing scene, but, like, these shows can't make money, right? Like, I
No,
don't
they
know.
probably make money off of boosting the sales of the light novels, or the
Yeah,
web novel,
probably,
or the manga,
but-
or whatever.
I don't know.
And also merch.
I guess, but, like, who's
Yeah.
getting merch for smartphone?
If,
Like,
if that was the case, though, why don't they just, like, instead of allocating resources for a whole season, they would do like 1 or 2 OVA episodes of like really good quality, and be like, "Hey, go read this."
Well,
thing.
I don't think in this case I don't really think the quality matters because the people who are watching this are going to watch derivative shit anyway, or already be fans of whatever they're adapting. So like, I think they just play it safe, like middle of the road. They don't make it look good because they don't care. I don't know.
But yeah, the staff clearly don't care. It's not a passion project or anything, is it?
That's what's so frustrating. If you look at like Arrow Manga Sensei, they actually had really good staff members. Like, really,
well, obviously the people who worked on that were really enthusiastic about Little Sisters.
It just makes me so frustrated seeing all these great people working on absolute garbage and getting paid absolute garbage at the same time.
Yeah.
And then what you can see what they can do when they're actually interested, like a One Punch Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where they clearly they wanted to do that,
Michio.
and so they went ham.
Oh yeah, everybody jerks off Kyoto Animation. Look at them. They care about the projects that they pick, and they treat their animators well or better.
Sunrise.
They still put out quite a bit of shit, though.
Yeah, well, they have to have a garbage thing every so
Hibeki
often.
Euphonium was pretty shit, wasn't it?
Sorry, what?
As was Hyoka. Was it Hyoka? They were both pretty terrible.
Oh yeah, dude.
I can't
Well,
stand
I
that
was-
show.
I was
Everyone
thinking
loves
more
that
like-
show. I
Dude,
can't stand it.
Are we get? Oh,
Let me just throw that
all right.
bait out
Oh,
there.
yeah, we
I'm
get
gonna
into the
reel it
Hyoka,
in now.
Hyoka hate. I'm in there. I'm locked in.
I've never
been
seen it.
locked
I don't
in
give a
since
shit.
day one.
I don't understand
That
the
show's
want to watch shows
overrated
about
as
school
fuck.
children. So
Anyway.
if it doesn't have giant robots, who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think you'll like Fate.
I don't like Fate. I think we've been through this several times.
Things we hate about modern anime. Fate. There we go.
Fate. Oh yeah, I could do that actually. Fate.
No one better bring up traps because that's not an issue.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it is an issue.
Yeah. Anyway, anybody else have a thing?
Yeah, let's go Faust. What's your issue?
Actually, I don't really hate all that much about modern anime.
Boo.
Trends and shit. I mean,
Well, I hate
no,
you.
I mean, like, trends and shit come and go. Like, even since I started watching, like, 2014, the fucking Magic High School craze started and died. No one fucking makes Magic High School shows anymore. Like,
It's
a
just
lot
that-
of the shit
that
I don't
movie,
like
right?
is probably gonna go the same way. What I do hate
Isn't the new
is the
Mahoko
fucking
movie?
pedophiles.
Yeah, there is a Mahoka movie,
Mm.
so it hasn't really died at all. But we'll let him have
Yeah.
his little time with Sean.
Yeah, fuck you, Dave. But no, yeah, I hate the fucking lolicon shit.
All right. We're
Because
getting into
seriously,
it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee. Here we
'Cause-
go.
Oh, but by any chance, are you not a paedophile? 'Cause that would
yeah,
explain a lot.
I'm not
yeah.
a pedophile.
Oh.
And strangely, the fact that they're drawn doesn't mean being sexually attracted to a child isn't pedophilia.
I don't know.
And
yeah.
neither does the fact that they're like 700-year-old vampires.
No.
It's still a child's
It's-
body.
It's all very
They
strange.
still
the
look
thing.
like a child, and therefore it is still pedophilia.
My
Yeah.
cutoff is the character or person like mature enough to be an adult? Because like just because I know plenty of people I grew up with that have the figure of a child and are my age.
What, of a 6-year-old?
I mean, like of like
of
a
a
middle
6-year-old.
schooler, like a really small, very feeble-looking person, and it's like, what is no one supposed to, fuck them?
I don't know.
That's the police coming to get you,
Yeah,
mate.
I was hoping that we got a siren during the lolicon section.
I'm going to leave that in, hopefully, if it picks up. I do hope it picks up, because I'm going to leave that in.
I mean, the vampire thing's a little over the top, how people get around it, but it's just like, if it's an adult, who cares?
But they look
I don't
like
know.
a
I don't think
6-year-old. There's a huge
I
difference.
personally don't think like legal lollies are much different. Like I still think it's the same thing, unless that they're I don't know. I think that a lot of times they're just like an adult, but they look like a child, and most of the times they act like a child as well. Like they're obviously
like
not as
Toradora
mature
They're
as
not-
most of the other adults. I don't
They're
know.
not very mature if they act
Yeah.
like a child.
I don't know.
But
no,
they could
they're
just
just
draw
autistic.
a short adult, but they're deliberately drawing them as children.
Yeah.
There is a
Yeah.
clear difference there between them drawing them as a child and them drawing them as a more child-looking adult, a shorter adult who's perhaps less curvy, should we say?
Well, less curvy.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. The last part got cut off. Sorry.
Sorry, less curvy. So I think there is a difference there, and it can be. I think that most of the time they're deliberately trying to draw them as children.
I do want to say though, fuck the people who think, oh well, it's just a cartoon drawing, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
If it looks,
no.
if it looks like a human and it's getting a emotional response out of you, it's
if you're popping a boner,
Yeah.
it's a little weird.
um,
Kind of hard
there's
to.
still issues.
Yeah,
there.
that I definitely agree with.
I don't know. I
You don't?
totally agree, but like at least people with those proclivities, we should say, at least they're not. I mean, at least they're not acting on it in real life, right? I mean,
No,
if they're liking
no,
their,
yeah, it's great.
if they're liking
them
their
them
lolly pedo
wanting
shit,
to
that's
fuck
fine.
a
Like,
drawn child is a lot better than them actually
Yeah.
going out and fucking a
I think
child.
that's
but
that's
that
one
doesn't
of the
mean
few
they're not
benefits of that, but,
pedophiles.
yeah.
Yeah, no, like I don't mind them existing. I think they're drawn. They should be allowed to, because I think you should be able to draw whatever you like. Quite frankly,
Mhm.
but I think the issue is not that they exist, because I think gotta have your subset, whatever. But the fact they're so prevalent,
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
that the community is so accepting of it, and kind of it's such a normalized thing within the community is an issue. Because people say, "Oh, what anime like it doesn't reflect real life, nothing." But what they're making reflects both the creators and the audience they're catering to.
Mhm.
And I think there are questions that have to be asked about why are these things so popular? Why are they still being created in such a large amount? What does that say about us as an audience or the Japanese audience?
Well,
And I think this defensive attitude the community takes up is harmful, because I think that conversation has to be had at some point.
Unfortunately, I don't
Yeah.
think any anime is really going out and putting our needs and wants into their works. It just seems more like a Japanese thing.
Well, that's because
well, yeah, we
anime
talked.
is
I
a
think we
Japanese
talked a
thing.
little bit about this on what is anime, but yeah, the audience is usually Japan.
Well, like a third of the money comes from abroad, so they are increasingly
Yeah.
looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Well, yeah, but a lot of that abroad is China.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah, that is fair.
1/3, I think, of the 1/3,
1/3 of the 1/3.
which is a ninth.
You could do math.
Yo, shit.
I did. I
Yeah,
always
I thought
did
you were
maths
a
at
theology
university,
major.
but instead I did theology. Yeah, but also like, why do people defend them so vigorously? It's kind of worrying that
like
people
it.
get so het up, and so defensive about it. It's like,
That's
Hello,
anime
yeah.
fans in general.
Well, half
Get
of it's
defensive about everything, but
like probably like 40% of it is people who actually like it, and the other 60% are people trolling.
yeah.
Well, I think there's
I'm not
also
sure they are trolling though.
I think there is a significant portion of them that just are automatically defensive against anything criticizing anime, and that's not
It's
a
perfect.
that's not a
Sorry,
dig-
no, only
that's not a dig
only
against anime
non-filler,
fans.
source-accurate anime is perfect.
Well, okay, I'm gonna say that's not
If it
supposed to be meant
deviates
as
from
a
the
dig
source.
against anime fans. All fandoms have that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's just
of
that
course.
in anime, part of that is saying no, wanting to fuck a child isn't pedophilia.
Yeah, it's awkward, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an
Like, I'm
interesting
pretty
issue.
sure several anime wouldn't be even legal in my country.
Ilya.
Thank God for the
Just because
internet.
we actually have laws against that sort of thing, unlike Japan.
Well,
And even
no.
America, you kind of, in some
Yeah,
states, you're allowed
it's
to.
yeah, it's a state by state thing as far as I know.
I mean, I thought child porn was illegal in Japan.
Well, it's not classified.
No.
It's-
No,
It's
okay.
illegal to make it now,
Okay.
and I think it's now illegal to make and distribute, but you can still own it, I think. And it's fine as long as it's, if it's like animated or drawn, it's fine, whatever, who cares. But only recently did they make it illegal to distribute and make child pornography and buy it. It's something.
Okay.
I think you can still own it, though. It's weird.
That is weird.
But Japan,
Yeah.
children, fucking, yay.
Japan.
So, do we think traps are worse than lollies?
Oh boy.
No.
We going right into traps?
Might as well roll right
Let's
into
go.
it.
Let's go trap.
All right.
Let's go
May
trap.
as well.
No, but I do think trap is a highly offensive term for starters. I think that, oh, you're transgender, so we're going to call you a trap. I think that's...
Well, most of them are just like
that's icky.
guys that happen to be particularly... Well, no, they don't... Most of them aren't transgender, they're transvestite.
Yeah, but they...
Well, no.
They're
not transgender or transvestite. They're just guys that they drew as girls because fetishes.
I think that whole thing is super weird.
It's really weird.
It's like, and it's not even like it's like this character is a female, but then they just say, "Oh, it's a guy," and it's like okay, like I don't get it.
The best example of that is Cyber City Oedo's Benton, where they literally just wrote him as a guy, and drew him as a they drew him as a girl, and like wrote him as a girl, but then went, actually, we really want this voice actor, so we're gonna have it be a guy. Like, I'll give you a picture here. This beautiful big man, red lipstick, red nails, slight figure, big 80s hair, obviously. Totally a guy.
Oh yeah, that's a guy, dude.
Definitely a guy. No, it's not.
No,
Long hair.
No, I mean, I could buy that. Like, there's a lot of androgynous shit, so like,
all right, that's
I could
thing
sort of buy that
think
one.
That's interesting to mention. I really, honestly, I don't have a problem with characters that are like gender ambiguous, but as long as the show doesn't like point to it and be like, oh, you're weird, or like, oh, who, like are you a guy or are you a girl? But like, so some shows just have characters that their gender's not stated, or whatever, but they treat them like characters. I don't know.
What about Hidoshi from Baka the Test?
Have
you seen that show?
What?
No.
Everyone like makes a big deal about how like he looks like a girl, but I still think he looks more like a dude than a chick. But the show makes a big deal about it, like, oh my god, I fucking love you, even though you're a dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
Same thing with Steins Gate.
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It does. I'm sorry, but they do not treat that character well.
No, I do agree with you. Yeah.
He gets
kind of gross,
he gets
actually.
groped. It's so rude.
I mean, major Steins Gate spoilers here.
Yeah.
He accepts to have the gender he clearly wants removed just so the other guy, just like in return having a date with the guy.
Yeah.
That's really gross. Like, that's horrendous.
Yeah,
Japan.
It's
like,
very.
I'm
very
not someone to
questionable.
usually complain about this sort of thing, but that is gross. Like, on the next level.
I think it would have been a more interesting aspect of his character if Ruka just would said no, no, I don't want to go back. This is the way I want to be.
Like a normal human being.
I think that would have made the story more interesting, and then it would have been a bigger blow to Okabe to have to undo it to save the world or whatever.
I think
he might actually have to face consequences for his actions.
Because
I mean, the story would have been more interesting if they just kept them out.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, what Ruka thinks about the thing doesn't matter when Okabe can literally just undo it. You didn't even have to tell him. So, I feel like they totally could have wrote that in. They totally could have had him say, yeah, no, I want to stay as a girl. This is the way I want to be. And then have Okabe have to undo it anyway. I think that would have been pretty cool. But that section that section of the show is a little, in general, is a little lame. But
yeah. Because anime. Yeah, and also there's the whole thing of not actually exploring why they dress in girls' clothing or whatever, or why they're transvestite, or why they act effeminate. It's just like, oh, we are, because fetishes. And it's clearly it's designed to be a fetish thing, and it's not designed to be, this is a character, and we're going to actually put reasoning into why this happens.
It's always very
and it's going to have a point.
Our true hate should go towards light novels, then, because we're...
Ooh. Well, we're getting there, we're getting there. Don't steal my
good
thunder.
light novels. 12 Kingdoms are good.
There are good light novels, but...
Alright, are we going into light novels now? Because I got a can of worms.
No, we're going to go to Flame.
Alright.
I'm pretty good with... I like anime.
Gross.
I don't like Yashike.
Oh, I think you've talked about that a little bit.
I agree. They're boring.
They are.
Atmosphere, dude.
I find it hard to get angry at a setting because there's other things you can do within that setting, no matter how mundane it is, to make it interesting. So I wouldn't really say I dislike Yashike. I think
Well,
you could
it's
still
not
make a
even
good
the
show
setting.
with it.
Like, Arya's setting is a... Oh, God. It's a exact replica of Venice on Mars.
It's
That's what
on
makes it
Mars,
so
though,
good.
so it's interesting.
in space. So,
But yeah.
it's not like Yashike has a certain setting. It's about what they do with the setting, and that is nothing, really.
It's okay. Arya's not like my favorite show ever.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think
I'm just like, why don't you just buy a goldfish tank and watch that instead?
yeah, dude, you get a glimpse into everyday life, dude.
Yeah, like goldfish
It
life.
can be relaxing.
No, I don't know. I tend to like the more character driven slice of life kind of stuff. So Yashike is kind of hit or miss for me usually. I can see why people really enjoy like airing shows that are Yashike, just because it's like 25 minutes a day and you just like
Yeah.
do something while you're watching it or whatever.
It's like therapy.
I get why people really liked Flying Witch for example. That was like a big thing.
Was that the one where the bear fucked her?
No.
or something?
No.
That was
What?
Kumamika.
The fuck?
Do not lewd.
Oh, that was Kuma
Oh,
Mika.
yeah.
Don't lewd my
Yeah,
flying
no.
witch girls, okay?
I'm pretty sure they have. If Totoro's being looted,
Oh.
everything
Wait,
else
what
has.
the fuck?
I've told you about this. Mitsuki from the anime world, not the anime world order. It's from the Anime Addicts Anonymous. He owns the Totoro Dojin.
Oh.
He bought just
Oh
'cause he had
yeah,
to.
right.
That's great.
No, that's fucking awful.
I found a new thing to hate about anime.
Yeah, but that's
Well,
old
no,
anime.
Yeah, I know, that's old
that
anime.
probably
We'll-
falls under the lolicon thing.
We'll get there. But yeah, what were we talking about? Yashike?
How great
Yeah.
it is.
I guess.
Yeah. It's fine. It's hit or miss. I have to really like the characters. That's pretty much
Oh
my
yeah,
take
it's
on it.
completely a character heavy thing.
I think well, I don't know. Like I haven't really watched it, but I feel like Mushishi could pull it off because it's kind of episodic anyway. Like it's got kind of as far as I know, kind of like a journey roaming type thing. So I get why people can buy into that atmosphere. But yeah, I don't know.
Cool. I'll go then. I've got a big list here. Which to choose?
No
I
robots.
can strike a. Actually, I was going to go for that.
Actually,
There is a.
actually, yeah, I would like
No
to add something.
robots.
The lack of super robot shows.
Well, the lack of mecha in general.
Yeah, really.
I mean, when was the last really when was the last great non-Gundam or non-Macross mecha show?
Great,
Logging, dude.
great. I don't know, but you just had Knights of Magic.
2014.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
what,
magic. Shit, let's be honest.
I don't
I
keep
don't know.
up with
It was
the
bad.
I
episodes,
really
so
enjoyed
I don't
Knights
know.
of Sidonia, or at least like the half
It was
of that I've
good.
seen.
Yeah, the first half was good. Second half was second half was like 5 out of 10. It's
I have
unfinished
like
as well.
2 episodes left of that second season. I still haven't finished it.
The final episode has a really cool moment though, so that's worth it. But it's good. It's not a great show. It's not like an all-time show. Even Gurren Lagann, I know I'm out on a limb here, but that because it's such a genre show. I mean, it's an homage to the whole genre. It doesn't really do anything new or unique, so I find it hard to place in kind of that great category. I'd maybe have to go Shin Mazinga, which was also in 2008, I think. But yeah, I mean, how many mecha shows did we get this year that weren't Gundam?
I don't know.
One.
Are we talking about
Yeah,
last
I
season
genuinely
too?
don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the whole year. Sorry,
I don't-
did I say season?
yeah.
I meant
When
year.
did Knights of Magic come out? Was that last season or the
That was the last season. So we had one.
That was a robot show.
There were robots in it.
Yeah.
The title.
pretty bad.
The title doesn't sound like a
Um,
typical.
There's also a
Mecha
trap
show.
in it.
Oh, so it's good.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh
Alright.
yeah.
Kill
When
me
did
now.
that? Fuck, what was it called? Majestic Prince. When did that come out?
ooh, that's a good shout. When did that come out?
I mean, I remember it being kind of dog shit, but
It's 2013. Again, that was it's good, but it's not great. And 2013 is 4 years ago at this point.
yeah. No, I just thought there
Like-
had been a more recent season, but yeah.
I think there was a film.
Ah, okay.
Let me look.
Oh yeah, epilogue episode new movie.
What a great name.
Dude, well, we all know Trigger's going to save Mecha with their new show, so...
No. You're thinking of Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth is going to save Mecha. With their long... They're making a mecha show with their long proven success record of Ruby, which is shit, and Red vs. Blue,
Breakblade,
which has kind of become shit.
Breakblade was 2014. That was pretty good, but okay, no, the series and version was 2014. It actually started in 2010, but that was pretty good. Wouldn't say it's great, but it's decent.
Kuromakuro.
Again, good, not great. It's decent. It's a solid 6, 7 out of 10, but it's not an 8 or a 9, is it? Or 10?
Huh.
Yeah, no, I'd probably agree with that.
Dearth of good mecha shows, and like everyone says, to be fair, there were never that many mecha shows. Like everyone says, the 80s, there's so many mecha shows. 1987, there was one TV mecha. That was Dragonar. There were like 13 OVAs, but again, they're like 1 episode or 2 episodes, 3 episodes. There were never as many mecha as you think there were. Probably most was in the 70s with the super robots. But even then, there really isn't one huge amount. But there was still more than there are today. And it's kind of sad, because I like my giant robots. I think that's the only setting in which we get serious war drama type shows, because there's just no other way to monetize them.
Yeah, I think it's just the general audience just doesn't care anymore.
Yes, the audience, it's the fact they're so difficult to animate, because you've got to keep everything exactly in kind of perspective, otherwise it goes weird. Unlike a human body where you have a bit of bend and stretch, you just don't have that with a robot. Plus, all the mecha designers, they either work at Sunrise now full time, or have gone to video games. There just isn't really the people who can make mecha shows anymore, apart from Sunrise, and they're just like Gundam.
Well, who makes Macross again?
Oh, that's Studio Nue.
Alright.
But it took them, almost 10 years between Frontier and Delta?
6, I think.
No, Frontier was like 2007, wasn't it?
No, so like the most recent film I'm pretty sure came out in 2012.
Oh yeah, they had the films, didn't they?
And they're coming out with a new Delta film. I want to say
maybe
next
they'll
year.
actually give it an ending.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Like conclusively get Freya and the generic blue-haired protagonist number 5 together.
Hayato?
Yeah, Hayate.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Delta kind of ended on a bomb note, didn't it? That sucks.
Yeah.
No, the Frontier movie 2 was 2011.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
5 years?
Yeah, 5 years. Okay.
It's a pretty long time.
There it is, yeah.
Yeah, just build a time machine.
Just keep skipping forward 5 years till we find more Macross shows.
With all the money and resources we save from not making shitty light novel adaptations, we'll make more mecha.
But yeah, the thing with Macross is they're just like, let's make a show and then for the next 10 years exploit it for concerts until people are sick to death and go make another one.
Yeah, well,
so,
now they can exploit the mobile game as well.
Oh yeah,
God.
And let's all
Uda
get
Macross.
yak dick culture. Yeah, so I just like the lack of mecha because I like giant robots smashing each other because I'm 8. Yeah, let someone else shout one out.
I'm gonna talk about light novels now.
Yeah.
Fuck light novels. They suck. They used to be good. Right? And there were a couple that were good, right?
No, they
Pokemon
didn't
Phantom,
use
12
to be
Kingdoms.
good.
All right, no,
They did.
There's a handful of great light novels.
Arslan?
Like, but they were all like early 2000s, like up till like 2010-ish.
Gundam Unicorn?
Depending on how much you want to push it.
Arrow manga.
And then they kind of just opened the floodgates because those got really popular. People saw Monogatari topping the fucking charts as far as Blu-ray sales goes. Back in 2008, whenever Bakke came out. And they're like, oh, I wonder if we can adapt some more light novels. I bet you there are a ton of authors like Nisi Oisin making great fucking shit. And then it turns out it was all fucking shit. So,
Whereas the thing of they're making the bad ones because they can't all be bad. I'm sorry, but
no, yeah, I know. I'm just
medium.
Well, they went for
you're being hyped.
They went for the most high profile ones, right? Like Magic High was doing super well when they first adapted.
Well, the thing with light novels is, I mean, I think the industry is so different. Like it's meant to be disposable reading. Like I don't know.
Don't most of them get read on their phones? They get like texted a chapter each week.
Yeah, it's like. I think it's different.
That actually sounds kind of cool.
It's different enough from the anime industry where sometimes when you adapt something that's super popular, it just doesn't work. Sometimes it does, when then you get like a great show like Bakano or Spice and the Wolf or something like that. But I don't know.
But you also have the thing of like, to have a manga, you have to be in a manga anthology, so they have to think it worth their time to actually put it in your stuff. Mm-hmm. Whereas a lot of these light novels, they're so much cheaper to print, and I think some of them might even be just
I like the idea. Like, I like that people like authors that don't like authors that want to break out will write a light novel, and if it gets popular, they have a career now.
But instead, we get Dan Machi.
I think that's cool, but it's like I don't know. It's like fucking Steam, dude. It's like getting on Steam Early Access.
Wait, the Jimquisition is coming over. Sorry.
But no, I mean it's the same deal. It's like there's for every good adaptation, there's a million hacks who want to make a shitty adaptation of something. I don't know.
Yeah, 90% of everything is shit.
That's true.
Apart from
look at Hollywood. They're having to go to the shit now.
Another random point about light novel
adaptation. You can go to the good stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Like the Dark Tower.
Yeah.
Or Black Clover.
Oh.
But yeah, no, another thing I've got about light novels is because of the way they're released, because they make like 1 billion volumes of light novels, adaptations never have an ending.
Oh, that was going to be my next point, you asshole.
Every fucking light novel adaptation never has a good ending. There's a couple, obviously, I'm being hyperbolic, but...
12 Kingdoms kind of does, but that's kind of a series where there is no ending as a general rule, because it doesn't really have a main storyline as such kind of thing.
They always have fucking shitty endings, and it's like, why? Half the time I don't even, if I see it's a light novel, I don't even bother. Like, sometimes it's like, why? Like, I know I'm not going to have, it's not going to be conclusive. I know I'm not going to enjoy where they leave off, potentially.
Right, let's go to everyone's favorite site, honeysanime.com. Top 10 best anime adaptations of light novels. Number 10, No Game, No Life.
Oh.
That was actually
should be higher.
The ending was awful, but that was actually a pretty fun show.
I enjoyed it. I think it's among the best of fantasy isekai light novel trash.
But also has child fucking stuff.
Yeah.
Number 9, Back in Monogatari.
Okay.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Number 8, Haruhi Suzumiya.
Right, yeah. Well, that's actually
awful
a good point.
Show.
Haruhi kicked off a lot of this.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, fuck Haruhi.
That was
literally
one of the first light novels.
I like Haruhi.
Huge, but
I like Haruhi.
I do too.
But I think it kind of walked a very fine line of knowing what it was doing, whereas a lot of people are trying to imitate what it's doing without knowing what it's doing, sort of thing. Because it was taking the piss off a lot of things. And I think a lot of things tried to copy that and didn't get it. Number 7 is My Romantic Teen Comedy Snafu.
Hate that show.
Everyone loves that. I thought it was kind of like, this second
season. I like the second season.
Yeah, I didn't like the first one.
Number 6 is Overlord.
Oh,
gag me.
I will say, I never watched the anime. I actually really enjoy the manga.
This is light novels, bitches.
Yeah, no, I know. No, Konosuba was a light novel.
Number 5 is Akashic Records.
Why?
And the little picture I have here is 2 children in very short skirts with their bellies. 3, sorry. Young girls with short skirts and their bellies on show.
I can't comprehend this. Does anyone still talk about that show? Did anyone watch that show?
I've never heard of it, so...
I think it aired like 2 or 3 seasons ago. Wow.
No, when did it air?
I think it
was... Yeah, what if
I don't care. Oh, it started in 2017.
Season? Yeah.
April.
Oh, yeah. So it was spring.
Number 4 is Re:Zero. That pile of trash.
Oh, god damn it. Fucking
we can have an episode on that at some point.
I hate how people love that show.
Number 3 is Toradora.
Okay.
I forgot Toradora was on.
It's alright. Number 2 is Kokoro connect.
Oh god!
Wow, what? Totally forgot
Yeah,
about that
and
one.
then number 1 is something I've never heard of.
Oh, fuck me, not that show.
The Pet Girl of Sakuraso.
Oh, that's a good show.
Have people watched that show?
Jesus,
What
fucking
even is
hated
that?
that show.
It's a good show. Well,
I think it's a rom-com, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, all light novels
It's
are,
a
aren't they?
rom-com about an
No.
autistic girl who wants to draw manga.
Okay. Anyway, that was an aside.
It's about an
It's a light
autistic
novel
girl who
shit.
wants to draw manga. So it's Errrr Sensei.
Except it's good.
Ah, yeah.
It doesn't have needless fan service.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it back to me?
All right. Yeah, do what. Yes.
Yeah, I
shout
guess
out.
so.
We're going at will.
I could complain about light novels for 10 years. So.
Yeah, so we're going to stop there.
I know that most anime is supposed to be a advertisement. I fucking hate how none of it gets a conclusion. There's always
That's the good thing about mecha
there's a
shows.
missing
True.
season. There's a half-ass ending. I fucking hate it. It makes me furious.
Wait a second, going back. Full Metal Panic was a light novel, wasn't it?
Maybe?
Maybe?
It was definitely not a manga. Wait. If they
Yeah,
didn't
no.
put Full Metal Panic on there, I'm sorry. Also, wasn't Baccano a light novel?
Yeah.
Baccano
Yeah.
was a light novel.
But Baccano and
That list
Spice
is
and Wolf
bullshit.
like, were two I
Spice
expected
and
to be
Wolf,
on that.
yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, it was a light
Sorry.
novel. That list is bullshit.
Yeah, Bake was a light novel. I mean, Index was a light novel.
Yeah, but Index is shit too.
Only
Okay,
Railgun's
sorry.
good.
Railgun. Railgun was a light novel.
Yeah, there
No,
we go.
Railgun was a manga.
No, it's a light novel.
Ooh,
Anyway, on to no
There's
ending.
no endings. Why?
I know. Anime doesn't end.
Yeah,
Where's
they seem to have a bad.
Spice and Wolf,
Okay.
season 3. Where is it?
No, never.
No,
Never happened.
I'm pretty sure the author of that just said they couldn't make any more because he made so much money. At least that's the story that I've been told.
We ran out of places to put all this money. We can't make
No,
any more,
like-
guys.
We had to put it in
That-
the studio on their desks.
That is legitimately what I have been told.
Yeah, they open the door to the studio and the yen just pours out.
Well, no, it's the thing of there's no point in them spending the money because they're just making so
I
much.
get why there aren't conclusions, but I still want the conclusions.
Yeah, at least they should get better at maybe choosing to end it in places
Yeah.
that work as a natural conclusion.
Well,
And I know people hate anime original stuff,
that's where I was going to go with
but
that.
actually hire decent writers and do an anime original ending
I know.
because it can work.
That'd
I'm
work,
sorry.
yeah.
Well, they just they
Full
have
Metal
to put
Alchemist 2003 isn't one of the most beloved shows of all time for no reason.
they have to put some creativity into it, which is why that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
and they don't want
Could
to
actually
piss
have some
off their
talent.
readers, so that's also why they don't do that.
Yeah,
But
but
I think that's a better alternative. Because if they know they're not going to make any more, they should have an ending that feels like an ending.
yeah, but they have to leave it open because otherwise,
Well,
if it hits off,
that
then
can
anyone
work
sells the
too.
lyrics.
Like I really like Hunter x Hunter, and that
Yep.
is not a conclusive ending, but it feels good. They ended it in a good spot. They suggest that there's more, and that you can go check it out, but you feel good after completing the rest of that show.
Check out 10 extra chapters.
Yeah, but yeah, I know. Yeah.
But no, yeah, there's definitely shows out there that find a good stopping point without actually stopping. But the vast majority of other shows they either do a really bad anime only ending or they just stop completely.
Well, if I want,
what, like Gangster, which stops like in the middle of a fight?
I said good.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm talking about bad
Okay.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can totally circle jerk Monogatari more, but assuming that
I've had to edit that shit. You're not allowed to.
assuming that it wasn't popular and they didn't make additional seasons, each installment feels good. Each installment feels like a show.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, even Spice and Wolf, because it has distinct arcs, it's like, okay, and the adventure continues. So I don't really mind that one. Or even Baccano, that feels good.
Yeah,
that's actually probably the best.
I watched all
example.
of Baccano. I didn't even know there was more. It's like it's a good show. It's
Yeah, that's probably actually the best example there is.
I really need to see season 2 of Arrow Manga Sensei. I really hope it comes out.
Oh yeah, of course. I need to know how that
Moving
ends,
on.
dude.
Oh, so
I
you're
got
one of
one.
those pedophiles I was talking about.
Yeah, dude, that's me. I'm actually a huge pedophile.
Okay.
Here comes the airstrike.
That's going to be how we introduce the episode. I got one. Something I dislike is the lack of super weird and crazy stuff. So I'm going to expand upon this.
Ooh,
so,
all right, okay. I might have some counterpoints on this.
back in the 80s. Jesus Christ. Anyway, back in the 80s when Japan had its crazy economy and they had more money than sense, they kind of just handed out money like it was candy, and people made some really weird stuff like Angel's Egg or Bobby's in Deep, all that kind of or crazy stuff, as well as just like mad OVAs like Goku Midnight Eye, which infamously has a dwarf in techno armour riding a woman stripper who is also a motorcycle and fires lasers from her mouth and acts like a cat.
I need this in my life.
Dope.
Let me just post in the chat the best screenshot from any anime ever. It is the most beautiful single cell of anything ever, and I wish I owned it.
Is it Araragi molesting Hachicuji?
No, it is the most perfect thing of all time. Doop. Here we go.
Yeah, obviously the excellent.
That.
Obviously the OVA scene is not what it was, and probably will never be what it was.
Well, it's non-existent,
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I still think there's a couple people dedicated to making interesting shows visually or otherwise.
But I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about like people being allowed to make the most bizarre.
Oh yeah, of
crap
course. I don't
known to
yeah,
mankind.
Okay, the problem is that people being allowed to make those bizarre crap was sort of what burst the anime bubble. Like, no one
No,
wanted...
it wasn't. It was the fact the Japanese economy crashed.
Yeah, it was the money ran out.
Yeah.
But
Well, then,
It had nothing to do with anime.
and that's the thing, though, right? Because I mean, money's not being handed out
Well-
at all anymore. It's literally like, you're gonna make this, do it.
Yeah, and that's what I
And
hate.
they're like, thank you, master. We'll gladly make this
yeah.
piece of trash.
Yeah, but like,
people who want to make interesting stuff have to work a lot harder to do it now. Like,
I mean, I'd hardly call this interesting stuff. I'm just calling this Kawajiri's having fun.
yeah, I don't know.
but-
Well, I don't mean interesting as necessarily good. I just mean interesting as like either being weird as fuck or something that's different, something that'll make you bat an eye at.
This like ties into the thing of there's so much less so bad it's good stuff.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing to me.
It does, because now it's just stuff that's just bad. It's not enjoyably bad, and I think there's a key difference. Like, there's no Mad Bull 34
I don't know.
guy tying grenades to his pubes and stuff.
I think that there's. I think that's still.
Sorry,
that
sorry,
still exists.
sorry,
but...
Dave.
Yeah?
Say that again?
Mad Bull 34. Do you not know that one? That's a Kazuo Goke manga that got adapted by someone. I think it was Tazaki's older brother. Yeah, he ties grenades to his pubes and then throws them at criminals.
But that
Man,
means he has
we're
to rip
really
off his
missing out.
pubes.
Okay,
these
then.
days.
Yeah, dude. Where'd those 80s go?
I'm not even going to question this.
What? Why would you want to question it? I'll find a screenshot for you if you really want it.
No,
No, not
It's-
really.
It's
I'm good. I'm eating
There we
pizza
go.
right now. I don't want to see it.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think so bad it's good has gone away completely. I still think that maybe I don't know. Maybe not so bad it's good, but I think like people still watch stuff to shit on it. Like people love like Aramonga Sensei is an example.
Yep.
Oh
yeah,
my God,
but that's only because it's airing.
Yeah.
Would anyone bother going back?
the
You're
fuck?
right. Yeah, that's a great
It's
screenshot.
beautiful.
Oh God.
It is wonderful, isn't it?
I
I
knew
can
it would
I
come
can
to
see where you're
this.
coming from, because like I guess from your eyes, the industry right now it's just kind of stale and meh. There's like no experimentation.
This isn't experimentation. This is just
This is drugs.
Valve rape.
like
was
I'm not even
pretty
talking
recently.
about the experimentation stuff. I think that could be
No.
a different
Yeah.
argument. But like I'm just talking about things that are different and weird and crazy and
Things that are different.
just
So experimentation.
nuts. Well, no,
I
I'm just
know what
talking
you
about
mean. I know.
just things that are nuts and like this is bad but fun bad.
You're looking for the Sharknadoes of anime.
I'm looking for the Commandos. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Commando. Good, terrible film, but enjoyable.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it goes back to I think it might have been the first point we made. I think a lot of the stuff is safe. A lot of the stuff that they make is we'll adapt this light novel, we'll make some money from the most dedicated fans, and then we'll call it quits. It's calculated, it's safe, and it's not interesting.
That's just because the economy is so bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
They literally can't afford to do anything else, which is why I think Netflix is a good thing.
Yeah.
But we've done that already. Anyone else got any other?
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wonder what they're going to do with that.
Oh, they canceled the show.
They fired him.
No, they haven't cancelled the show. They're trying to see if they can go on without him.
Without the main character.
Yeah. Well, that's the best part of the show.
Well, no, considering where the last season ended,
they could. Yeah, you're right.
They could go off using the wife.
I think it would be shit, but
I don't know. I really like her.
Yeah, no, she's good. I still think Kevin Spacey carries that show, but that's just me.
I think it's just get an actor who looks nothing like him to replace him.
They just CG him
John Travolta. Get John Travolta to do it.
Paul Walker him.
No, because then you have to pay him still.
Yeah.
No, just get John Travolta.
Well, no, kill him
say,
first,
totally.
Then Paul Walker him in.
Well, put CGI Paul Walker in.
Yes.
They just reuse the model.
And it's just every shot from it is just him in that car just driving along. No matter what, it's like with the sound turned down and then over the top of it. That'd be beautiful. Anyway, someone else. What were you saying?
I'm surprised no one's brought up Mo yet.
Moe?
Oh yeah, Moe.
No,
hey, you
I actually like Moe.
So.
But...
I do too. That's why I'm surprised no one's brought it up yet.
It's killing the industry.
Yeah.
I'm fine with Moe.
Moe is interesting. Like I said, I'm a fan of good characters. So like, if there's a show that's about Moe girls and they're good, it's interesting, then I'm going to enjoy it.
Yep.
If it's just derivative shit, I'm not going to enjoy it.
Yep.
I've got a couple cute girls shows way up on my favorites list, but like I don't watch and don't give a shit about most of the average stuff. So I don't know. I would say I'm a fan, but
You mean you don't like Gachiusa?
I haven't seen it, but I probably wouldn't.
That's the coffee and
that one.
Tea.
I can't even fucking make myself do it. The coffee and green tea one.
Yes.
Oh God, no! Please no.
It's cute.
Yeah, it is. It's cute.
And literally
I love my
nothing
English.
else.
and nothing else. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty indifferent towards Moe.
What about Harms?
Burn it with fire.
Yeah, no, I would say it definitely it might harm the industry in a sense because it kind of dilutes what you can do with character designs if they all have to be Moe girls. I don't know, because even shows that aren't about it or are about something else will have like Moe-ish character designs, and I think that you're just hamstringing yourself just to fit.
That's why I don't like Kyokai no Kanata.
Yeah.
Oh, did you think I said harm?
I did, yeah.
Oh, I said harems.
Oh,
harems.
Fuck, harems.
Oh,
harems.
That.
Whoops, I said.
Well, that's not that prevalent anymore. I mean, It was the last couple of years, but yeah, I don't know. Fuck harems, of course. I mean, it's derivative garbage.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the point of harems, isn't it?
Yeah, no, except no fucking actually happens.
What about Monogatari?
What about Isekai
Oh boy.
I mean, it is a harem, isn't it? There's girls.
Monogatari is not a harem.
Same thing with Fate.
No, I would genuinely argue that it's not a harem. It's about his relationship with Shinjo Gahara.
Yeah, and like 5 other girls, but no.
And him ramming his sisters.
What? Okay,
but no, I
one's a
understand where you're coming
lesbian.
from.
2 are underage. One of them's dead. One of them's fucking batshit insane.
And nothing ain't stopping him
and
from
the other
banging
one
all of
has sworn that they will never get together.
No, yeah, I get it. It's like obviously the show probably wouldn't be as popular if they weren't all girls. But they might not necessarily have to have been. As far as
what if they could have been traps?
Oh God.
Could have all been lolis.
I'm waiting for a light novel to come out.
Well,
Light
there's already
Monogatari
4 of
with
them.
traps is going to be the tagline.
It's like Skyrim with
Yeah,
traps.
exactly. It's going to be the Dark Souls of game journalism.
Well, they already made a Death Note parody where it's like a love book instead.
That's fucking stupid.
Sounds hilarious.
That's actually all right.
What else do we hate?
The fact that we have so few adults.
Adult characters?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I think this ties into
a lot of
Moe.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it's because they're adaptation of shonen and shoujo shows, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but also like even shonen back in the day manga. I mean, you think about Fist of the North Star,
dude.
City Hunter, Dragon Ball Z.
JoJo.
Well,
There's a lot of adults.
Hunter.
Beefy boys.
Hunter x Hunter's main character.
Yeah, even Hunter x Hunter has adults.
Yeah, but the main characters.
Main characters are both kids, though.
Yeah. It's like kids
But-
versus the world, basically.
Yeah, I think you can. I think you can do a lot with child characters. But
I would also like just to see some
yeah,
adults.
no, I definitely agree. I think that every anime being set in a universe where adults don't exist, like the fucking Peanuts, is weird.
Or everything's in a school, despite what the setting demands of it.
Yeah.
But like, I would just like some adults. 'Cause, again, I don't want to shag children.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
That's one of the reasons why.
Yeah.
there's a lot
I
of cool
love City
stuff you can
Hunter
do
'cause
with
those-
adult characters.
You can do anything with adult characters.
Yeah, exactly.
Even
Well, no, as opposed
yeah.
to child characters as well. I mean.
Our films aren't terrible just because they mostly feature adults.
No, that's awful. Everything needs to be in high school. Only high schoolers.
I mean,
But like, I really like the character designs in something like, right, here's an image, City Hunter, where they're adults.
yeah.
They're allowed to
It's on
look
my
like
plan to
adults.
watch list.
It's so good. I mean, it has some issues, like the fact that the main character is genuinely a sex offender,
Oh, okay.
which is something.
What, is
they
he a
bizarrely
pedophile
added.
as well?
Oh, so he's a fan
It's
of
not-
lollies, yeah?
Yeah.
No, like as in he will just
No,
like
no,
fuck women
yeah,
and
I
stuff.
Why is there someone
Oh,
wearing
yeah,
a
yeah.
school uniform in the background that's definitely not?
Oh, because there are sometimes children. Because he has a soft spot for children.
Oh, so he is a lolicon.
And I take it the
But
soft
not in that
spot
way.
is not his dick.
Yeah, it's not a hard spot. It's a soft spot. Because he he's a nice guy. But hashtag nice guy.
Yeah, he's a nice boy.
But I forgot even what I was going to talk about now. Oh yeah, they added the Rio being a sex offender. That's not really in the manga. The manga's mostly about the girl in the bottom left corner, the Kaori, who is the secondary main character. About most people thinking she was a guy.
Oh,
Pink jacket
So
one?
she's a trap.
Yeah. But they
Okay.
think no, she's hot. But like the Rio being the main character being a sex offender, they added to the anime because they wanted to appeal to girls more.
Wait,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
What better way to appeal to girls than to make the main character literally a fucking sex offender?
Yeah, it was a bizarre plan. I'm not sure it worked, but yeah, City Hunter's great. Go watch City Hunter.
yeah.
It also has like the most underrated soundtrack ever. It's amazing. So yeah, I just want adults more. Like I don't want 100% adults. I'll give you that leeway. Some would be nice. I mean,
Yeah.
Garo has adults. Garo's got that nice mix currently airing, as does Kekai Sensen.
What's that thing
Three
called?
B&B.
The Young Animator Project that they do every now and then in Japan.
Yeah.
That's hosted by Gainax.
Yeah, I feel it's like
No,
I think
that
it's
was
like it's a
Animator
government-
Expo, wasn't it?
Isn't it a government-funded thing where they give studios money and they go out and make like a one-shot thing? Well, like some of the really good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, because that's what Death Parade came out.
Yeah, and they adapted almost all of them.
Right.
No, not almost all of them. They adapted a
It
handful.
seems like a lot of adult-themed stuff have come from that program.
Well, yeah, when you don't have to appeal to a very specific demographic, then you can do interesting stuff like that. But when you have to, like when you're making a high school show, they have to be moe girls because you get the moe girl people.
Yeah.
And it has
Like
to
with
be a
ping
trap.
pong.
Yeah, just like ping pong. Well, ping pong is an anomaly because it was an older manga that they just adapted. But
Yeah, like Parasite that did the
Yeah.
same thing.
So
Parasite was a high school show as well, wasn't it?
not.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. I guess it was.
for
And
no
JoJo.
reason at all. Like there was, because it was kind of about
Yeah,
puberty,
dude.
even though it was
JoJo's a high
super
school
late for
show, too.
puberty.
I want to see more original anime.
Oh, of course.
Which is impossible at this point, but
if they're mecha,
yeah, there's still a lot of people. I mean, still a lot of studios and names that are dedicated to making interesting original work.
Like Trigger.
But, there's like 3 this season.
3 originals this season, really?
Yeah, you got Just Because, Hoseki no Kuni, I think, and shit.
Is Ra one? I don't remember what you say.
Umaru?
How you say it? No.
Yeah, I think that was
Ragi?
Oh fuck! That isn't. Well, that's. Have we gotten into sisters? Can we talk about this? Can we talk?
Yeah. Oh, Osamatsu-san's basically original.
Yeah. Osamatsu-san is original, and of course, Blood Blockade is a sequel to a original.
No, it's not.
Well, no, because there is a manga for
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
originally
manga.
Original show.
No, they added a load of original stuff to the first season, and they're still kind of adding original stuff.
Huh.
Well, yeah,
So
White,
it just
White
seems
and
like a
Black
quirky
was
original
entirely
bonus
original,
to me.
right?
Interesting.
Yeah, like the whole overarching story was original, basically.
Sisters are a problem, but incest is not.
Oh boy.
What?
Yes. Are we going to talk about this too?
Okay. I have no issues with incest if they portray it in the same way Game of Thrones does, in that it is a very taboo thing, and both of them are kind of messed up for doing it.
Yeah.
But when it's like fucking glorified, like, you know, Arrow manga or a emo,
kind of very disturbing.
Kind of weird. Yeah. Because, like, I have an older brother. I don't want to fuck him.
Well, he's a dude.
Why would I want to fuck him?
Wait, is he a trap?
No.
Well, then no, don't fuck him.
If he was a cute younger sister, you definitely would.
No, why would you want to fuck a sibling?
I now see, what I don't like is that they can't have, like, that relationship is interesting to explore. Like, not necessarily the relationship, but I mean, like, a brother-sister relationship is interesting. But there's, even in shows that aren't incest, it's like, there has to be the undertone, there has to be that she's really into him or whatever. Like, I don't know, like, I like brother-sister pairs, but, like, it can't not be pandery to that, though. Like
Two Lovers?
A lot of the times. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, I've seen it.
Only the Dojins. So I don't really know too much about
Wait. I thought the whole series was just a dojin.
Oh, yeah.
There's also a couple games out there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But I was saying something. No, I don't know. Like, I think sibling relationships are really interesting to explore. And, like, it's a shame that they have to have incest undertones unless they're just a guy and a girl, or 2 guys or whatever. But even then...
Oh, come on. What was it? The one with the little kid where... Oh, Super Lovers.
Super Lovers?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Boku no Pico.
Incest undertones, even if they're the same sex.
Yeah.
And it's gross. And again, what does it say about us, the audience,
that
these sell so well and keep getting made?
Yeah.
Some dude somewhere was like, man, let's make this into an anime. Here's some money.
We'll be sure to get those goddamn otakus to spend money on this.
Basement dwellers. Anyway, anything else we hate? I'm trying to brainstorm.
So we don't want sisters. We want adults, and we want robots.
We want mature adult. We want mature female robots. That's what we want.
What? So Miss Android, or whatever, from Cobra.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
that's a show none of you have watched, is it?
Redline has some robots in it.
Oh, fuck.
It does.
And it's a female robot, too.
But it has no story, so...
Yeah.
But it has boobs.
The main characters were kind of robots.
So's your mum. Wait, the main character's a robot?
They're kind of robots, you know, the military guys?
Oh.
They're not main characters.
The main characters.
No, fuck you, dude.
Not really. Moving on. I would like more movies.
Yes.
Because...
Yes.
And not just tie-in
Well,
ones.
yeah, I hope that as much as I hate the fucking movie, I hope that the popularity of Your Name has gotten people, like, to try and make more original movies.
Well, we had like a spate of them this year. We had the 3.
Yeah.
The This Corner of the World, the Voice one, and then that one.
I know. Well, I think that's great, yeah.
Yeah, and I would just like more of them, because I think movies, It's a different format. It allows you to do lots of interesting things. You have a high budget,
And
so
you
you
can
have
especially original movies.
And you can have a conclusion.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
like,
you can have a conclusion.
All of the original movies I've seen recently have been pretty lackluster.
Yeah,
Fireworks.
But it's a preference thing.
Bad.
But
no, I like fireworks.
Oh. Wow.
I don't even need them to be great.
Yeah, just the fact that they exist.
I just like them
cool.
to be more, so we have the potential for them to be great. Because again, they don't have to pander to that demographic.
Yeah.
They can appeal to a wider one. And like over the 2000s, we had like nothing outside of Shinkai, Hosoda, Redline, and Ghibli.
Yeah, if anything, movies can pander to more casual taste.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to see it in a theater, it can only be so degenerate.
Well, I mean, unless it's Kizo.
Actually, no. They can actually be more degenerate.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about movie series, as that's become kind of a bigger thing recently.
What do you mean, the universe?
But like, I mean,
Shinkai
like,
expanded universe.
I guess all the way back to like the Eva rebuilds and stuff. I kind of.
But the Eva rebuilds are part of the series.
Yeah,
they're not really a separate thing.
No, I know, but just talking about movie series being a trend, I think it's kind of a pain. It's kind of an inconvenient way to release things. And a lot of the time, some of them could just be a TV series, but I get that they want to go all overboard with the animation quality and stuff.
Hey, you only have to wait 1 year for part 2 of Heaven's Feel.
I know, it's weird. I get why they do it, right? Because these big names, they make a ton of money while they're waiting for the movies to come out, because people buy the merchandise and all that stuff. Or people who are excited are buying everything Fate related. And if they stretch it out, then obviously they sell more stuff. But I don't know. It's just an inconvenient way to release things, I think. Especially for the Western fans that have to wait for a Blu-ray most of the time.
Or if you live in LA or a big city, wait for one movie premiere.
I think on the streaming episode we talked about theater releases, and I generally like that. I think that's really cool, especially that in the West it's been happening more and more. But
I don't get the reserve.
It still sucks waiting a year, but yeah.
What? It wasn't through like Regal Cinemas or something?
What, Heaven's Feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, was it?
No, it was like
no. Okay, that was a joke.
Oh.
Sorry. Apparently, it just didn't work at all.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'll just go kill myself now.
All right.
Thank God for that.
See ya.
Yep,
so yeah,
bye.
Mecha movies.
Yeah, don't forget
I
to...
think hopefully that's changing. It looks like it might be. And that'd be cool.
Yeah, more movies.
But you never know. Anyone got any more? We're gonna have to wrap up soon, so...
Fuck, there was something I was going to complain about. Oh, Isekai. Fuck that shit. all Isekai anime sucks
calling it that.
I'm gonna retain my stance that I did for what was it? Slice of life stuff.
Yeah.
The idea of it, I don't think is bad because you can still do stuff with it if you have.
Oh yeah, I think
components.
the concept is great. Half my anger of isekai shows is that they just suck. They just really fuck up a really interesting
Escaflowne is good, as is the 12 Kingdoms again.
No, right. Obviously there are exceptions, but more recent isekai adaptations have been like the same thing over and over again with very slight changes.
The one I especially dislike is the this is totally not a video game, guys.
Yeah.
Despite the fact we've got respawning and checkpoints.
No.
Totally isn't a video game.
Talking about Log
Wait,
Horizon?
the fuck was that one?
That was Re:Zero.
Oh, yeah.
Which is totally a video game.
Danmachi did it.
Log Horizon.
Yeah.
But that one was good.
Well, Log Horizon was actually in a video game.
That was literally a video game.
Yeah,
that was a good
sometimes
show,
they just skip that altogether, and they're just like, this is a fantasy world that has video game stuff, but it's not a video game.
Yeah. But like, Log Horizon was actually good because they actually addressed it and did it in a way that made sense. And I'm quite sad that he got arrested
Log Horizon
for
was
tax
a video
evasion.
game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a video game, and it like actually addresses the fact that it is a video game and follows actual video game rules. And it makes it doubly sad because it was a good series, but then he got done for tax fraud or something, so it's never getting any more of it.
He didn't hide his money well enough in the mattress.
Yeah, exactly.
They're keeping it all in the studio. When they open the door, all the yen pours out.
That means they should be able to make more now because it's.
There definitely have been a lot of really shitty shows in that setting. And
I think it's just a fucking shame because that premise is so cool, but all they do with it is they give a loner idiot an excuse to be somewhere where he doesn't have to be a loner idiot, and then they throw like 4 waifus at the wall, and then they're like, "Go explore your boring ass fantasy setting that's the same as every other fucking show."
Al,
what? What's up?
Hey, Al.
Yeah.
You should go and read Kumo desu ka nani ga.
Yeah, is it good?
Yes, it is an isekai, but it's a girl that is reborn as a spider.
Oh, see, that's cool. I watched a couple maybe like last month.
Is it Charlotte? Charlotte's Web?
Yeah, Charlotte's Web, the anime. A couple of months ago, I watched Yojo Senki, which has a lot of problems.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it because it was something different. They took that.
But you know what the best show of this genre is?
What?
Garzy's Wing.
Yeah.
What?
Garzy's Wing?
Garzy's Wing is taken to another world.
Legendary.
You know Garzy's Wing?
Yeah.
Show me a screenshot. It sounds familiar.
I've never heard of this.
It is one of the
You have
most
definitely seen a
legendary,
video clip.
so bad it's good shows.
Ooh.
Well, no, it's dub especially because it was like it's one of the worst. It's possibly the worst dub ever because they clearly just didn't finish lines and stuff.
Oh, dubs! Something I hate about modern anime.
Oh my god!
Dubs, right, guys?
At the Heaven Spiel movie, they like introduced a bunch of people, and they introduced the English voice actors for the film, and everyone's like, "Oh,
no.
And
that'd be pretty cool."
Started, and it was in Japanese, and then like 20 people said yes, like really loud.
That's hilarious.
I was like,
people live sad lives, don't they?
This does not look familiar. I don't think I know what this is.
Well, you gotta watch it.
I don't recognize this.
It's Yoshiyuki Tomino's like pet project is his Bison Whale saga. Started with Oral Battle of Dunbine, and this is part of it. Except he only got like 3 OVAs, and so tried to fit like I think it's about 3 or 4 books into 3 episodes, and it just doesn't work. And then the dub was awful because it's. I think the studio only ever made this or something, and they literally just like miss the ends of lines and stuff, and I think they're reading the subtitles and then miss the ends of lines.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's some good shit. It's some good shit.
Yeah, it's an interesting show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of agree. Taken to another world. I just hate the fact that people suddenly started calling them isekai. Just call them.
I mean, the only one I know who has an issue with that.
Inuyashiki.
They're just
or
Iyashiki.
what?
Yashike.
That's just like a
I
show.
have a very superficial gripe with
All right, go for it.
I'm ready to get.
I'm super petty as it is, so
I'm ready to get reamed for it and told to shut up.
all right.
I'll lube myself
Yeah,
up.
I'm ready.
I'm a little.
I'm already there.
I'm a little. I'm kind of scared to say it now. I'm a little fed up with like the super crazy, huge chest, unproportional character models that are like showing up in every show now.
Wait, guys or girls?
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think massive titties are not that new.
They're not new.
But I get what you mean. I think that it's one of the most unappealing ways to make a character look.
Yeah.
There is a limit.
But yeah,
the ones
obviously.
where their chest is bigger than their body.
You can have a character that looks hot
kind of
and has
fucking weird.
big titties,
Like
but
fucking Dragon Maid was ruined for me because of that. Because I thought it was a decent show, but it was just ruined by these character models that shouldn't be able to walk.
And the sexualization of children was fine.
But she's
I don't know. Everybody's
like
got a
years old.
preference, I guess. But
that is probably one of the creepiest parts of the show. The relationship between Kana, the girl she wants to jump, and Shota and Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, it was weird.
It's fucking weird.
I never saw it.
I want to see some more balanced character models, please. Be for
Some
balance.
Actual good designs.
I just want some more burly men, like Sword from Gara.
I love burly men designs, honestly. As
Oh,
gay as it
great.
sounds, dude. My big Gar boys love it.
You should. Have you seen? Oh, you need to see the screenshot from the newest Gara. Like the guy's a big burly guy, and he's got a tuxedo that's like clearly about 5 sizes too long. Like
I love it.
you can see his skin between each of the buttons. It's strange to pop
that's
open.
so good.
Wait, I'll give you the link to the review that has a picture of it in. It's pretty hilarious.
Oh, I see it. That's incredible.
So we want less big-chested women.
More
we
realistic
want more people.
More lollies.
We want
more
less people with lower back problems.
I knew a chick in high school that had like fucking E-cups, and she had serious back problems. And it's just like, no thanks. Just...
Well, I think I'm trying to think of a show that like takes that and addresses it in universe. I think Galco did it in like one episode, maybe.
Yeah, Galco was more down to earth, which was nice to see.
But yeah, no, like even if they just addressed it, like she's like, oh yeah, my massive titties make it hard to move around and do shit. I can't swing this giant sword because I got fucking huge tits.
All I can think of is that Devil Queen one, where like they're just like flying all over the place.
What, Maoyu?
Yeah, where they're like literally like separate entities connected by havoc physics. There's some bowling balls there.
Just blame it on Gynax.
Gonna knock someone's eye out.
It's their fault.
Gonna get someone's eye out with those, aren't you?
Gynax.
Oh wait,
Gynax ruined anime.
Yeah, Gynax invented boots.
But Gundam Build Fighters, Ringo.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything Gundam related. I'm sorry.
She is best mom.
Best mom in anime.
She is,
That's what we need more of in anime.
She is actually
anime
best
moms, dude. Not just like fetishized ones, though. Like, please, not that.
I like the anime moms that look almost as young as their daughters.
I think that's kind of weird. But
you want some ugly anime moms?
Yeah, dude. I want some uggo anime moms.
So you don't want just like a shitload of the the mom from Erased?
Yeah, dude.
That looks literally the same 20 years apart.
I know, that was weird.
I mean, at least they comment on the fact that she never ages.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at that little jiggle.
That's a nice, satisfying little jiggle.
But yeah, it all started with what, Daikon 4?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm sure.
What else do I have?
I'm mining the well of things
one.
I hate. I'm trying to.
A quick one, because we're gonna wrap up in a minute. Just like the lack of people actually knowing stuff and stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about the fans. Oh boy.
Fuck the fans.
Well, we only have like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I definitely agree. I think people could benefit from being. I think there are honestly only benefits to being more knowledgeable about who's making the things that you're watching and enjoying.
But that's the problem. Like, if you go online and look at the content being created outside of anime about anime, it's all like generic.
There's so many misconceptions about everything.
Garbage. Like the channels that go into depth don't get the viewership.
I don't know.
I mean, just like the basic thing of when someone says, "Oh, I like this show," they say, "Oh, that's obviously because it was by so and so studio."
Yeah,
like which
it's a Q&A show. That's why it's
do you like most? No, it's like who made it.
Like Madhouse doesn't even have their own animators. They just have production staff.
Well, everybody left.
Exactly. And I think, and also I have to wonder whether it's a lot of that's just because there aren't that many up and coming staff.
Right. Well, if you look hard enough,
people working in the industry are like.
But
thing is, most people working in the industry, like in higher up positions, are people who have been working since the 70s and 80s.
For sure.
It is the same people. Just because no one wants to get into the industry, really.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a couple guys that I've been keeping my eye on.
What? They want to make money and like survive?
I mean, yeah. I mean, Shinkai's 40 and he's considered young.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're not getting like Wings of Royal Space Force written, directed by like a 23-year-old. I think.
I know. I'm a big fan of my boy Shingo Natsume. He's I don't know how old he is, but he co-directed Dandy with Watanabe, and did One Punch Man.
Okay.
And he's pretty good at I don't know how much of it is his individual directing style, but he's very good at corralling people who are very talented, and I think that's a cool skill, especially for the kind of stuff I enjoy. Being able to get people to guest direct and being able to make sure that the thing that they're making fits into the show is something that I think is valuable. But But yeah, no, in general, people don't know stuff like that. People don't look at that. Which I think is ridiculous because everyone and their mother uses fucking now. And nobody's like, oh, this guy who's credited as even like directing this show, like, oh, let me look at what else he's done. Like, even that.
That's what I like
don't do.
On r/anime. When someone says, I'm looking for something like this show, I'm like, go look at who took part of the show, staff-wise.
Click 3 times, and you'll find a whole list of things.
And then follow their shit.
There's also the issue of Mal is pretty horrendous.
No, I get it.
It misses like a whole load.
But the fact that it's
stuff.
so ubiquitous and people still don't do it is obnoxious. I don't know.
Yeah, it's unfortunate people don't know what goes into it and who's working on it.
Yeah.
Which seems a bit strange.
You can't force people to be more knowledgeable, but I would appreciate it.
I mean, I will say it seems a bit strange that like anime fans don't seem to care about the people making it, considering like who's directing a movie is like a really big deal in Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, with big name anime directors, it's the same thing. Like, but people only know a handful of them, and even then, it's people who still assume that every Ghibli is a Hayao Miyazaki movie, and stuff like that.
And people who don't know who Yoshiyuki Tomino and people are.
Yeah, but you can't force people to be more knowledgeable. So
I can.
Yeah.
When I'm Pope. Right. Yeah. One last one quickly before we go. Whoever's first, go.
I fucking hate that relationships never go anywhere.
Oh boy, yeah.
Like romance shows, they like the culmination of the series is just like that they're together.
Yeah, it's usually just a confession, or something.
Yeah,
or if you get a confession.
Well, that's because they're like light novel adaptations or manga.
That's true. Well, a lot of shoujo manga too.
What was that series that came out like a year ago that was like kind of an OVA, but it had like 24 episodes? Momo something.
I don't know.
Momo
Letters from Momo?
Momokuri? Is that what it was? It was like
the one about like the crazy chick that like collected his belongings.
Well, yeah, she did that, but
I'm genuinely not sure what you're talking about.
I'll find it and post it. But that was a show that actually dove into the actual relationship.
Yeah,
rather than just
I think that I think it's stupid that shows that explore romance in a satisfying way are the exception and not what everyone should aspire to.
Like fucking Akigami no Shirayuki Hime actually has decent romantic development. Horimiya, they actually like fuck in chapter 60.
Yeah.
I think My Lovely Ghost Kana, which never got adapted, but is like just the entire thing is them fucking. But it's also genuinely really good.
We need the 80s again.
Yeah, so like
that is what
ever, which opens up with people shagging, and then like a very lovingly animated boob grope. Like that's the best thing animated in the whole entire OVA.
Yeah.
Just boob gropes.
But yeah, anime fucking sucks.
It's a good place.
So.
It's a good place to end the show.
Anime shit.
Anime's awful. Yeah. Don't watch it.
Anime was
a mistake.
All post, like everything that's not still animated is crap.
Yeah, I'm all about Japanese finger puppets myself.
Nah, Taiwanese puppets.
I prefer Mongolian cave paintings personally.
Yeah. Alright, are we done?
Yeah. Goodbye from us this time. We'll see you in another 2 weeks' time, unless you're binging this.
It'll be sick.
When we're so popular. When we're the most popular podcast on the web. And you realise, oh god, they were awful at the start.
Yeah, exactly.
Why? How did they get to how they're like now? So, goodbye from me. Everyone else say goodbye.
Bye.
Fuck you.
Oh,
why are you still watching this shit?
The intro and outro music was provided by our boy Ringo at ringo-scar.bandcamp.com, and the background music was straight from www.bensound.com. Links are in the description below.